Hi everyone, my name is Nakaya. I am the Graduate Assistant for Multicultural Affairs. Happy Women's History Month. This week we're catching up with Martha Kakooza. Martha is a PhD student at Morgan State studying higher education administration. She's also one of the graduate assistants for Center of Diversity and Inclusion for international student engagement for undergrads.
Hello everyone, my name is Martha and welcome to this week's MA Minute. As you all know, March is Women's History Month, and this year is celebrating women who tell our stories. In that spirit, this week's MA Minute is on reform. I want to tell you a story of a woman who I think about when I think about the word reform, Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells Barnett was a prominent journalist, activist, and researcher in the late 19th to early 20th centuries. She was among the hundreds and thousands of women of color, specifically Black women, that battled sexism, racism, and violence. And she was prominently known for her skills as a journalist. She shed light on the conditions of African Americans throughout the South. One of the major moments in her story was when she filed a lawsuit against a train company for unfair treatment. She was thrown off a first-class train despite having a ticket and was forced to move to a different car designated for Black people. As a journalist, she wrote about the experiences and was very vocal on the conditions of segregated schools in the city and was fired from her job as a teacher in Memphis due to her criticism. She's most known for her work on anti-lynching after experiencing one of her friends being murdered. In the protest of this murder, Wells risked her own life traveling all over the South gathering information on other lynchings. She eventually brought an anti-lynching campaign to the White House in 1898, calling for reforms. For the remainder of her life, she continued to be outspoken and courageous for civil rights, educational equality, anti-lynching, segregation, and supporting economic boycotts and women's rights. She paved the way for future generations of women and will continue to inspire women for decades to come. Join us in celebrating the incredible achievements of women throughout history and empowering future generations of women by sharing this video.